Welcome to the Weird Girls Club with Neve
and Amy.
Now grab a cuppa
Or something stronger.
and let's get into it. We're back for another episode of the Weird Girls Club podcast.
How extra we
I know, we're so extra. But this week on the Weird Girls Club podcast, we have another Poxy Sarah. So anyone who doesn't know, we done a small business shout out for Sarah probably a few months ago now at this rate.
Jesus, yeah.
And we literally, I know Sarah since I was a kid, we grew up together as childhood friends. So we said, come on, if you'd like to come on the podcast. So yeah, she does art, she makes prints with Irish like slogans. If you haven't checked it out,
They're so cute.
oh, they're so cute. I love them. We will leave all her details down below. And yeah, check her out and enjoy the interview.
Enjoy.
But, Sarah, thanks for taking the time and jumping on the call with us. I know you're busy living your life and sweltering in the Irish heat at the moment. But yeah, thanks so much. But we're going to jump straight in and do some fun little hypothetical questions. And hopefully you like them. If we just see the screen go black, we'll be like, right, the bitch didn't like questions.
Bye.
So just leave all. Yeah. We'll be like, okay, there's no episode this week, people.
Right, so the first one is, if you could spend a week with any celebrity or public figure, who would you like to spend a week with?
Oh, you good at answering these lies. I do all the questions on the go. I ask like too many questions. That is a hard
send over a draft of all the questions. You can prep your answers.
I know, I need to be more organised.
Sorry, that was my
And
fault.
they can be dead or alive, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you know what? Dead or alive, anyone.
Oh, I'd love like maybe like a murderer or something. Like someone creepy, like
Oh,
That's
that would
like
actually
good
be good.
idea.
yeah, just so like I don't know a particular one though, but just to be like ask them all juicy questions, you know.
Ted Bundy or John Wayne Gacy or something. I love a good murderer, mate.
Yeah, someone with like a real mystery and you're like, right, give me the answers, give me the gossip.
You have to have a little contract though that, you know, please don't kill me. Like the other thing, but
I won't say Anne, I promise.
Yeah. Like we're in
Yeah,
so like
creepy.
don't kill me.
Yeah, that's actually a good one because people go straight to like celebrity and their favorite celebrity, but like that's actually a real interesting one.
yeah, because I don't really like have a lot of famous favorite celebrities. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or I imagine like if you spend time with them, they wouldn't be what you would think they'd be like.
Yeah.
So it's just, you're probably ruining for yourself.
Yeah. Well, that's
Yeah,
it as
it's
well.
creepy, anyways.
Yeah, but a murderer, like that's a good one. Being like, right, why did you do it? Like, how did you kill them? And then people that they can't find the bodies. Like, I love a good like crime documentary now, mate. I have to say, like, I'd be like, no, why did you bury the bodies under that gaff? Like, like did it take you long? Did it take you long?
We're gonna go find them now.
Yeah.
Adventure.
But the next one would be, would you accept a job for 30,000 a week, but you have to sit in a pitch black room for 8 hours a day?
And what's the job like?
Just sitting in the room.
You just sit in a
Oh,
pitch
literally,
black
that's
room.
it. Just sitting in a room. No.
For 30k a week, no?
No. I always say this. I'm like, it's you're better off just being happy than money. Like, I'm not really money driven. Like, so I'd rather just have like a better quality job or whatever, you know.
Plus, you'd probably be going bleeding mad. You wouldn't be able to spend the money looking at a wall for
Yeah,
like,
your
looking
mental
in
health,
pitch black.
like,
You go crazy.
Yeah, you might get a bit scared in the dark.
Yeah,
I don't serial killer comes back to you.
That haunts me now.
yeah. No, I'd be the same. I wouldn't take the 30k a week now. I think because you go crazy looking in a pitch black
Yeah,
room
you
for
would.
8 hours a
You
day.
think
with
of,
only
like-
your thoughts.
Yeah, like straight away, like, 30k a week, yeah, that's grand. And then like if you actually took it and you're sitting there like day one, you'd be like, no, sorry, I'm tapping out.
No, yeah, you
Can't
probably
do
do
it.
it for a week and then you'd probably be like, no.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'd just try it for one day just to like test it out, but and I'd be like, bye now.
Yeah,
no, see ya.
No, I don't really even like the dark. Like I wouldn't be.
When I'm gonna sleep, it needs to be
Yeah.
like pitch black. But like other than that, I don't want to just sit in the dark all day.
Yeah, but like I
You know
don't.
what? That'd be good now if the shift time was at night time, so you could just sleep.
Yeah, that's a good
And then you get your
loophole.
30K.
I'm finding the loopholes here. Thinking,
Yeah,
that's
just
good.
go
Because it does
Fire
say
shift.
8 hour a day. It doesn't
Yeah.
say what time it's.
There you
go.
That's the loophole.
Yeah,
That's it. I take the job then.
Yeah, I'll take the job then. Yeah,
like where's the contract? I'll sign it now.
yeah. There's your bank details straight into the bank. I don't take checks, just straight into the bank.
Just straight.
Cash in hand.
Cash in hand, yeah. Could you
Literally.
imagine? We'd look like half a Crumlin being cash in hand. Fucking hell.
Oh, stop. The next one is, would you rather live in the Sahara or Antarctica for 5 years without leaving?
Oh,
That's a hard
I'm
one.
fucking deal with the heat today. Never mind.
That's swaying your answer now.
No, I'd probably go Sahara
Really?
because I don't know, like Antarctica. You know, when you get out of the shower and it's mad cold and all, I just can't cope.
Yeah, and you're
And again,
like,
like-
your skin feels prickly, you know.
Yeah, but then I suppose it's easier probably to get warm, like, you know. Yeah,
That's my
on the
thought.
spot,
Yeah.
whatever. But like if you're in the Sahara, you can't really cool down. Now, do I get to live in a house and all, or am I literally out in the wilderness?
We'll give you a house. So if you're in Antarctica, you have a nice igloo, and if you're in the Sahara, you have a nice tent.
Yeah.
Like what are them things called that everyone has out their back gardens? Oh
A
my
hammock?
God. No. Well, you're sleeping in a hammock, but what are them things?
Gazebos?
Yeah, like one of them
gazebo.
little things.
If I had a bit of shade, yeah, I'd still pick Sahara then.
They'll pick the
Get a
Sahara.
little bit of a tan. Yeah, well, what would you pick?
I think I'd go with Antarctica because I
don't
love
know.
the heat and the sun, but like I'd rather actually be cold than be like sweating.
Yeah,
Where I
but
think
for
I'd-
5 years, so
I know that's the thing. Either of them for 5
Like,
years,
either of them
you'd be
is
like
a
a
big-
brown leaving the Sahara.
Yeah, like either way, you're gonna probably die.
yeah. Well, I'm sure people obviously live there anyway. So we're going on like people don't actually
Yeah.
live there, but pretty sure
Oh,
they
I
do.
thought I was on me Jack Jones. Like,
Well, like I think
I mean,
it's very far few between like how far people are from you and like civilization. But
See,
you
I-
have survival techniques. Like you can get food, you can get water.
right, okay.
You just can't leave like every weekend and go on a holiday.
Well, I don't tan.
Yeah, you should go to the
So-
Sahara.
I'll probably
Wouldn't
go
do
to
that.
Antarctica because like none of the animals will chase after me because I'll blend in with the snow. So
You're
like,
safe.
I'll be fine.
Just do a snow angel, like right, stop.
Yeah, like I'll just like shave my head or something. So you won't see me.
I'd
here.
actually love to see you with your head shaved.
No, you wouldn't. Trust me. I'm a huge fucking head.
As grand, so do I.
Oh,
Like
stop.
like Mona Moon.
Round head.
The next one would
Oh.
be if you could turn invisible for 48 hours, where would you go and what would you do? We should have given her a draft. God
Yeah.
knows I should have put her on the spot.
Because they are hard when you're on the spotlight.
Yeah, they are. Like even me and her, like sometimes when we do podcasts, she doesn't let me see the hypothetical question. She's like, no, I'll ask you and thing. And I'd be like, afterwards, I'd be like, fuck's sake, I have a better answer now. Like, why didn't you
Yeah,
give
that's
me
it.
the
I always think of something better to say like afterwards. You know what I mean? When you're
Yeah.
talking to people. 48 hours. Start off probably like, you know, maybe like creeping on a few people I know. Like, you know, like
Yeah, like a fly in the wall.
open the
type
door,
of thing.
onto them. And then maybe like, so being in Dublin, probably like, imagine you went to like the Doll or something, just getting a few slaps, like.
Just start throwing things and they're all like, what the fuck?
yeah,
Yeah.
just trying to think of somewhere that you can just like get up to mischief, like, you know, create a bit of chaos, like being invisible. I don't know where else would be in Dublin anyways.
Yeah, because you're kind of limited in that, like 48 hours, you couldn't get far. Like really.
Yeah, that's it. You'd have to
No,
like
yeah.
pre-plan, like, what am I going to do? Little schedule.
Yeah,
Yeah.
'cause you get on a flight and get a free holiday, but then you're like, right now I need to get back.
Yeah, no, or you just get like a bus there and bus or something.
Yeah,
To
but still,
Galway
like,
or something.
To go.
oh wait,
You wanted to travel around
Fine.
being a ghost. Like,
just freak everyone out.
No,
on the
I'd
way.
spend all my time hunting people.
Yeah,
yeah.
just have a laugh, like for the 48 hours, freak people out.
Yeah, it's a hard one though, isn't it?
Mm.
Because do you do something that will benefit you when you're not invisible anymore?
Like go rob a bank.
Oh,
Oh yeah, that's actually a good one. I changed my answer. Yeah, go to the bank.
Well, you have 48 hours, you could get into the bank, get out, prank a few people, and then turn back visible at the airport and go with all your money.
yeah, the bank is a good one.
Mm.
Because I was gonna say like you could try find out the lotto numbers, but you can't really, can't you? Not?
No, I think they're computer generated. Like, in
Oh,
the
wait, is it
moment.
not where they're in the big bally thing?
Yeah, but isn't it computer? Like it'd be computer that picks the ball out.
It's not a machine that goes down and picks the ball out.
Well, I don't know.
Like,
Yeah, it spins and it just stops, but like a computer like stops or whatever.
Oh,
I think I don't know. I'm just assuming.
I'm sure you wouldn't know until the moment what the numbers
Yeah.
are.
yeah, that's a bit
You're
shit.
standing there waiting for the numbers, and then you just change back.
Oh no.
Unless because you're invisible, you can like tell the machine and put the ball in that machine to pick it up.
That's true. You go into a shop and just print out all the little numbers.
Or just take all them.
Yeah.
Yeah, geez, we're getting off topic here now. We're thinking how we can rob places.
How
from
rob the places.
Oh my God. I
What
just
is the
seen the
next
word
one?
nipple in this question, so I'm...
Oh yeah, it's would you rather have nipples for ears or ears for nipples?
That's the one
That's
I
so weird.
wasn't it? We were trying to think of some, and I said that to her yesterday, and she was like, what? I was like,
would you know what? Okay.
fuck
I'd
it.
probably go ears for nipples, because then you wouldn't be able to hear. But now you can hear twice. Do you know what I mean? You have double the hearing. So you're getting like a new fucking talent and all, yeah.
So you're going nipples for ears?
We can hide
No,
it.
ears for nipples.
Ears for nipples.
Oh, it's a visualization. It's just fucking so weird when you try.
That's such a fucking weird.
But the only thing is, if you had nipples for ears, you could
cover
technically
them.
well, I was gonna say you could still pierce them.
But you don't be able to hear.
Well, yeah, you'd still be able to
Oh.
hear if you had the nipples there. Like, well, you need to hear.
Can you?
No, I don't know.
Well, I'm just making this up. It's a silly question.
No, I don't think you could,
Yeah.
because that's the ear is the thing for listening. Nipples aren't for listening.
Yeah, but is your eardrum still
No,
be
but
there? You
your
just don't
whole,
have the ear.
if you had
Covered.
like your ears there, your whole thing is
suppose,
covered up.
yeah,
It's
so you
just
can't
nipples
hear.
placed onto the side of your head.
Yeah, so you can't hear. You'd have to learn sign language.
Imagine like wearing your glasses and your little nipples like bending.
At least we can kind of cover it, you know. Whatever.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, oh, but grand, I'll have like nipples on my head. I'll just cover them with my hair.
I know, I think I'd go ears for nipples now.
Yeah, because I would. Yeah, I'd like to still be
Like
able
little
to-
mini ears. But how would you answer the phone?
Hello.
You have to go, hello.
No, you still have your ears. You just haven't.
Do you?
You have double.
Yeah,
would
'cause
you-
you're taking
it's not like
one.
they swap.
No, so they don't swap. So you either have 4 sets of nipples or 4 sets of ears.
4
Two
sets of
I
ears.
always say 4 sets.
Yeah, 2
Oh,
sets.
So
of
if you take like nipples for in replace of your ears, you no longer have ears. You have nipples and nipples on the side of your head.
Right, so it's ears, or nipples, nipples.
Yeah.
Oh, I know ears.
Yeah, because you could just hide it then.
You could, like, is
Like,
that
yeah.
what?
Yeah.
You would?
Actually,
I haven't
yeah.
had coffee this morning, by the way, because it's still here. We're having tea at the moment. What's the next one?
You have it here.
Oh yeah. If you could only listen to one band or artist for the rest of your life, who would it be?
Probably like Fleetwood Mac. I really like Fleetwood Mac.
Mm.
Yeah, I like all like oldies music, so it'd definitely be something from the 80s, you know.
Yeah.
Or I don't know who else. I'm trying to think maybe like these days I just pick something more modern, maybe like Hosier or something like that. He's just really easy to listen.
Yeah, he's real chill to listen to, isn't he?
Yeah.
Fast answer. Usually people are like, oh god, I don't know.
I don't know that
I'm
answer.
telling you, I'm normally good at these, like, because I do be thinking of all these questions in my head all the time.
The next one is, if it was legal to have any wild animal as a pet, what animal would you want?
Like a wild animal.
Like
Well, this isn't a wild animal, but I always say this anyways, but I'd love to have a goat. Like, I'm obsessed with goats. Yeah, I mean, my actually looked into getting one a few years ago for my birthday, and all she was like giving it, but we don't have grass, like, so it wouldn't do quite well. Imagine me going around crumbling with a goat.
walking a goat? Oh
That would have
my
been
god.
deadly.
Yeah,
They're
I'm
so
just
cute though.
like, I've never actually met a goat, like, as in like, well, I have, but like hold the goat around, you know what I mean? I don't know where it comes from, but that's not really that wild, isn't it? No, maybe a wild animal, something like a tiger or a lion. Something just walk beside you and be like, this is power, like, you know.
Yeah, but I like the goat. Be like, imagine like, oh, you know, you're one with the goat.
Yeah.
You're out.
Goat girl.
Crazy goat lady.
I like that. I
Yeah,
think.
like-
what would
But like, you could still get a goat now. Like, eventually at one point.
yeah, Sarah, you just have to buy a big load of fucking land. And
That'd be my thing. If I won loads of money, I'd just open up a little goat sanctuary or something.
That's
very cute.
Yeah. Do you know, I've actually talked about goats in 3 interviews for jobs.
No way.
And I've got them. So, like, I think it's like, so it must work out. Like, it's gas.
Oh my
What?
god.
I don't know.
No,
Like,
what's
the first
the
time I
name?
said it, but the first time I said it, your man was like, name something you're passionate about. I don't know why. I just said goats. And then he was like, GOAT, like goat. And I was like, yeah. And I was like in my head, oh, for fuck's sake, but I had to go with it, you know. And then we had this big like discussion about it. And then when they offered me the job, like it was a different manager, and he was like, "Yeah, I heard you like goats. You're all talking about it in the."
Well, you stood out in the interview.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
what it was.
So then, like the next one I had, because these are all like they were internal interviews in the same place, like so they're kind of the same people, but they'd ask me again, like the manager would be like, "Oh, are you gonna talk about goats?" I'm like, "Really? You still talking about that?" So I was like,
Oh my God.
I'll bring it up. Yeah, so I did it again, and then for the next one I did it again. So I was just like,
my God.
let's keep going. Like,
you need to like make like a PowerPoint for the next one and be like, "Oh my God, I know you know I like goats." And
well, I didn't do a full, like the last one I did was it was a PowerPoint about something else we had to do, but my last slide was just a big picture of a goat. And like, thanks for listening or something. They were like, "What the fuck? Why is there a goat?"
I
like, I
love
had to tell
it.
the story then, like.
That's fucking deadly.
Stop. No, but like you need to stand out, because like that when they ask people questions like that and everyone says the same thing, like, "Oh, passionate about working hard and family and stuff," and then it's like you coming out with goats, are like, right, okay.
Yeah, no, I did like after I said that, I was like, right, I better say something else. So I started kind of talking about other stuff, but like I was like, I can't believe you just did that.
That's deadly though.
No, I
well,
love
like that's the bit of the Irish humor. I don't think over here, if we said goats in an interview over here, they'd be
like, "Did you say goat?
What? A goat?" Yeah.
Like, "I'll leave now. Thanks. I'm gone."
Like, this job isn't for a farm, and you're like, "Oh, I know, it was a joke."
Like they're real like literal over here. Like you don't really get sarcasm. Like
it's funny.
Yeah.
Like I've been in a few interviews and stuff where they're like, "Tell us a joke," and I'm like, "What the fuck?" It's like a weird question. Like that's really put on the spot then, and you and like
I
don't know, like, but
that question.
Just take out your little compact mirror and hold it up to them. There's the fucking joke asking you stupid poxy questions.
Yeah, that's a real rant. I've never actually been asked that. I died. Like, you know what? I'll just leave now, because I wouldn't be able to think on the spot with something like that. Because like, you prep for everything in a job interview. Yeah. But a question like that, like
I'm not
just throw it off. Yeah.
Like our generation don't really do jokes. Do you know what I mean? Like we do funny stories, but we don't do like what the English man say to the Scottish man. Like, do you know?
Yeah. But like obviously, like the Irish humor is real, like witty, and it's about the comebacks and all. Like it's not really like only like not a lot of people can get away with saying a good joke. Like I can't remember jokes for the life of me.
Me either.
No.
Remember as a kid, it was always like someone crossed the road. What was that one? It was like, "Why did the chicken cross the road?" Like all them when you were a kid, then your dad used to say to you.
Oh, I like to the other side.
Yeah, like all them jokes. Yeah, then they were
like dad jokes.
Years ago. Yeah.
Like but dads are real punny, like they weren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Like I know my dad like loves a good pun. Like
do you think
they're the best jokes though? I think.
Yeah. Dad jokes are hilarious. But good, they're stupid, but like they're funny because they're stupid, and it's coming from like majority of the time your dad.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but they're funny. I like dad jokes, and anyway,
they're good.
Jesus Christ, we're flying through this. I don't even have my glasses on me today, and I haven't had coffee, so I'm like,
do you want me to read out?
Fucking little pisses and bleeding. I don't even know what I'm talking about.
No, I'll ask. Do you want me to ask the question?
I need coffee. I don't. Are you a coffee drinker, Sarah? Or are you more tea?
Oh, I hate hot drinks. I don't like either of them. I know.
No. Have you had an iced coffee?
Yeah. Oh yeah. See, that's it. Like I like the taste of coffee, but yeah, it has to be like iced coffee and stuff. But yeah, I don't like tea or hot coffee or like I don't even like soup or anything. It's like
you don't like hot liquids.
Yeah, that's it. Like, but like I would do like a hot chocolate sometimes, but it has to be nice. Do you know what I mean?
Like, like a proper hot chocolate, like a butler.
Winter, and all. So like a few marshmallows and all, but like other than that, no.
Oh my God, that's weird. Like to not like tea, and like Irish people are really mad about tea.
Yeah.
My mom's always like, "Do you need tea bags sent over?"
Like a few of my friends and stuff don't drink tea or coffee either, so I'm like, I'm not the only one.
Yeah,
but it's good because I never get asked to make a cup of tea in my gaff because I can't do it. I always do
that. But at least you like iced coffee, like in summer.
I love iced coffee. Addictive.
Well, you'd have to have syrup in it because you don't like the taste of coffee.
Yeah, I like it when it has a lot of different flavors, like, you know.
Yeah, like I wouldn't drink like just a nice coffee on its own. Like it'd need to have like vanilla syrup or caramel syrup.
Or like on its own. But I always get.
But I would never like what I'm saying is I'd never go in and just be like just a plain iced coffee. True. Like I need like that something sweet like in it. Like you need that.
Yeah.
Because some Jesus, like over here everyone loves the McDonald's coffee. I
haven't had it over here, but
no, it's like cement.
But you like the iced coffee, like the frappes from McDonald's.
No, the frappes are lovely, but like just coffee, like iced coffee over here. Apparently it was like Tim Hortons, and then McDonald's bought Tim Hortons coffee.
Oh, I
so
hate
McDonald's, Tim Hortons is rotten over here. Look. But yeah, they all swear by it over here, like thinking the McDonald's coffee is brown bread. It's not. It's really not. It's rotten. Oh my God, it's like sewer water.
Ugh.
Yeah, no, it is. I'm trying to aim.
Right, I'll ask it. The next one is,
and you're usually more blind than me.
That's why I wore my glasses. I was like, no, I can't be doing these questions. But the next one is, if you could sell your soul to the devil, what would you actually want?
What would you sell it for?
Yeah, like what would you ask for?
Oh God, I'd have a list. Have you ever seen that film like Bedazzled? Is that what it's called? Where he sells his soul to the devil?
No, I think
like the devil is a woman, like, but everything always, like, the whole point of the film is like everything goes wrong kind of thing. Like,
yeah.
Not ask for specifics, but yeah, I'd probably I'd want a bit of money. I know I said I wasn't money driven, but if it's like
coming from the devil, you may as well.
May as well, I mean. And then just like, I don't know, like so you could buy it with money then if you had enough of it.
Yeah.
How much would, like, I know you said you weren't money driven, but how much would you actually ask the devil for? Like millions, billions?
How much is he giving?
Yeah, like I actually think about this sometimes, like what's the least amount that you'd be happy with, like, but probably just 3 million or something like that. I don't have to go like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, but like enough to like just have a good quality of life, isn't it? Yeah. What else would I ask for? A goat. No.
What if you wanted to?
Yeah.
I want all the goats.
Yeah, all the goats. And then probably just like a healthy life and a happy life. But
that's a good one, yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's it. Your health, your wealth, isn't it?
Exactly.
That's very true.
That's a good one.
We've learned that in the last year. And your health, your wealth. But what would your death row meal be?
I love this question.
We love answers.
I know it. Yeah.
Amy was terrible at answering.
I was.
She was naming every single fast food place under the sun.
I can't pick like a favorite thing, like favorite thing or favorite movie. I'm so indecisive, so I was like, I want a bit of everything. Yeah. But I love when people actually know what they want.
Well, I knew.
I think about this all the time. Like, this used to be one of my Bumble questions years ago. Like, open up, like, I'll ask these weird questions. But you'll be horrified by me answer though. I think like everyone's kind of like, what? So for starters, I'd have like a good plate of nachos.
Oh no, yeah, I agree.
Yeah. And then for the mains, I'd have literally like grilled chicken, like just plain chicken. Like, yeah, I know. Yeah, like chicken chips, like chunky chips, and sweet corn. I love sweet corn.
So you like real dry foods?
But like I'd have sauce with it and all as well, but like I'm one of these that I like the sauce separate. Do you know, if you're getting like a 4-in-1 and all, like I'd rather get like the contents of a 4-in-1
yeah, but like I'd kind of be the same with that. Like I'm not a big fan of 4-in-1s. I think it's like a compact fucking curry in a silver tray. Like I'd rather just order a curry and like everything separately and then do it. But I can understand where you're coming from with like in that sense keeping kind of.
So like, do you like Nando's? Because that sounds like a Nando's meal, but like made at home with like your chips, your chicken.
Yeah, it actually does.
That's a good actually point.
Yeah, I like Nando's. Like I wouldn't think of it though if I was on death row. Like, little Nando's.
Like, it's a bit overrated, I think, now, in fairness.
Yeah. It's a bit basic. And what else I'd have for dessert? I'd have a red velvet offbeat donut. I love donuts.
Oh, same.
And then I'd have a cold can of Coke.
Oh.
And then maybe like a strawberry daiquiri.
Oh yeah.
Or a pint of Guinness. Either one. I don't know.
Oh yeah, a pint of Guinness. Yeah.
Yeah, it depends on what year you're in, I suppose.
You can have both. You can have as much as you want.
Yeah. You feel so sick. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You gone?
I'm about to die.
You're not going to care where you're going. Be as drunk as you can be going in. That's how I'd look at it.
Yeah.
How long have I got? Like, how many rounds can I have?
So you have 12 hours. You can spread your meals over 12 hours. Well, should your man watch Lord of the Rings? Remember?
Yeah, so we had done an episode. This is what got us like asking that question. We done an episode and we randomly started looking at like famous death row males. Some were random, but like that one of them just wanted to watch like all the Harry Potter, all the Lord of the Rings movies. Someone didn't want that, and so he just got a regular prison meal. I'm like, why would you eat like?
So just wanted a cup of coffee. That was a murder.
They were all like crazy serial killers.
Yeah. I've actually looked it up myself. I'm mad for like a wiki list, like a Wikipedia list. Like delve deep in, and I came across it one time, like the last meals or another one, like last words for like fucking people on death row, and I'm like, this is so cool. Like,
it's so interesting because
some
like
people then don't want anything, like they don't.
I know.
Yeah, I think that's
like
random.
I'm like, in fairness, if you were so nervous, because I can't, I know I'm the person. I know some people eat when they're nervous, but I can't eat when I'm nervous. Like I will literally be throwing ring. Like, is it that? Could it that be playing a part that they don't want that because they're so nervous, or are they just like, fuck you and I feel like you're gonna kill me?
Yeah, I'd say they probably do it out of spite, isn't it? It's just like, I don't need you. I mean,
still trying to hold on to that like they have some sort of.
I know if I was on death row, they're like, you can have it, and I'd probably still ask for everything, and then I'd just be like, no, I'm not eating. Like I physically probably wouldn't be able to eat it. Like,
yeah, when it came to eating all the food that I picked now, I probably couldn't. But then you have to think I'd like to think we're normal people and we won't actually kill someone.
Well, yeah, hopefully we're never on death fucking row. But you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Do you know where I was reading as well at that stage that a lot of states took away like death row meals because there was some fella that ordered like so much, there's a big list of it, I can't even remember, but he ordered so much stuff that they had to go fucking fly people in to do this, do that, and then he didn't eat it. Like he just like was like, yeah, you got all this and I'm not gonna eat it. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Certain places that don't do it,
yeah, because like that's what it is. They'll go get it from like anywhere. Because when we were reading one, it was like, oh, they had to import a steak from Miami or something like that, and some from somewhere else. And I was like, they really go get,
they cater to them like so well.
And that's coming out of like the taxpayers' money, like
that's it. Yeah, I think that's probably why they have to stop it now because some of them probably are taking the piss. Like,
yeah, probably.
That's terrible, though, isn't it?
Well, that's probably terrible people. No,
I mean, no, not taking it away. I mean, your man getting everything imported and then him not eating it.
Oh, yeah,
that's what I mean. Like,
that's kind of funny.
Jesus.
Yeah, I think that's funny.
Yeah,
but yours was good though. In fairness,
yeah, like you know exactly what you want.
Yeah,
like I judge it on would I eat it, and I would eat it. So that's a thumbs up on my book.
I'd eat the nachos.
Some we've heard, and I'm like. Yeah, like
everyone goes for steak.
Yeah,
I don't eat meat, so I'm like right straight away. I'll have like the veg on the side of that.
Like I knew the places I want. Like if I have a really good meal, like I'll remember. Oh, that's where I got that really good super.
Yeah, see, I'm not like that. I can't remember it. Like,
yeah, well, I only remembered because it was we were on after I got engaged. We were in Miami, like as like a. Would you say an engagement moon? That was part of the same holiday. You could say, yeah.
Yeah, you went
we went for like a real fancy dinner, like an STK, and then man, we went to the wrong door or something. And it was like a fucking hotel, and he was like, "Oh, are you looking for STK?" And we're like, "Yeah." And it was the fella on the concierge. He was like, "Get the Dominican steak." He was like, "That's all I'm telling you. If you're going there, it's unreal." So we went in, and we got, oh my Jesus Christ, it was the best thing I ever. Well, I'm not gonna say that. It was the nicest steak I ever had. Like, you know, when like stuff like that, like you remember. Maybe I remember because it was such a good like occasion as well.
Yeah, it was something to remember anyways, because it was like a special moment. And congrats. Very nice. Was this like a while back?
Like 3 years ago.
When's the wedding? So
if it's probably about 2 years, maybe.
That's it. You're still young.
I'm still young, yeah, probably about 2 years, but we want to do it. We're going back and forth. We do it here, we do it home. We probably will come home for it though, because I can't imagine like all of our family flying over. Like it's just, do you know what I mean? Like if it's only me and Aaron flying home, it's just cheaper.
Yeah,
true, but what you want.
It's true. Like if I had it my way, I'd be done and all. I don't want a big wedding like at all. Like I don't like.
It's the perfect time for that then, because you don't have a choice.
Yeah, yeah. I know. It's very like if I had it my way, I'd be down the registry office done it and everything by now. But my sister Rachel would kill me. They all want Rachel would big party. Yeah, like you know, my ma and my dad wouldn't care. They'd be like, well, if that's what you wanted to do, like that's up to you, because they went to Rome and got married like when they were young. They were only 21 getting married. Like they went to Rome, like they only had like 5 people with them because no one could fly, but like it was too expensive back then. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we'll never know. You might just see a post going up being like,
We're married.
Married bitches. But yeah, that was the hypothetical question.
There's one more there. Hold on.
Is there?
Yeah. The last one is if you could go back to college for free, what would you like to study if you didn't want to go back?
Yeah, I probably wouldn't go back, but
you were in NCAD?
Yeah. So I did visual communication, which is like graphic design, and like a bit of other things like illustration, all that in it. But I didn't. No, well, it was like continual assessment, you know, so like it wasn't like you had to do assignments or exams, so that was good. But like art is obviously like very subjective, like it's someone's opinion. Mm-hmm. So if your lecturer doesn't like it, like then there's nothing really you can do, like, do you know what I mean? Because if you good, but someone else doesn't. So I struggled a lot with that, like, so it kind of made me not enjoy the experience as much. And like NCAD, it's really good for the social scene, of course, but like they're all mad, like art students obviously, but like I don't know, I don't want to like say it was terrible or anything, because it wasn't, but it's just like I'm the type of person that prefers to learn like doing lessons and doing workshops and stuff, but like that's really like NCAD's real like creative mind, like thinking, and you know they'll give you a project and just go off and do it yourself and learn from each other and stuff like that, so which is good as well, because then obviously you get more creative. But I'd say if I were to go back to college, like if I had to go back, I'd probably do something more so within like digital marketing, or like
that'd be interesting,
more kind of social media advertising or something kind of side of it, you know?
Yeah, that'd be really useful, especially today. Like I feel like all them courses now, like that's what like the next generation's gonna be doing. They'll be doing stuff like that the way our generation was, like beauticians, hairdressers, gym. It's like all going to be about social media now in the next few years.
Even more so. Well, they tried to kind of do it more over COVID, didn't they? Trying to
especially in Dublin though, because like all these tech companies have their headquarters in Europe, in Dublin, and like that's all, like they're the ones hiring and stuff like that, so it'd be good to have something behind you, you know? Well,
your small business is taking off so well. I am obsessed with your prints so much. Just for anyone that doesn't know, Sarah has a small business and she does prints, and it's called Another Poxy Sarah. I actually love the name. When we first heard it, we were like, oh my God, I love the name.
I didn't know whether to go with it at first, because like obviously everybody knows a Sarah, and I was basically just trying to find an Instagram name, putting in different things, like different variations of my own name, and then nothing was coming up. It was already taken. So I was just going to write like another girl named Sarah. And then I had Another Poxy Sarah. And then I think the other one was like Another Bleeding Sarah or something like that. Like all my stuff is real kind of Irish based. So I kind of want to put something in it. And at first I was like, because I don't like, Poxy is not I don't think it's a curse word. Do you know what I mean? But like,
no,
like it's really not a proper curse word, but obviously it's not a nice word either. I don't know. So I was kind of like, God, I hope, you know, if someone sees that in your CV, or like a professional sees it and they're like, oh, but like I actually don't care. Like, you know,
you can't care. Do you know what I mean? There's always going to be someone that has an opinion on everything in any way. Do you know what I mean?
And I think it's a good name for what the page is, like for that it is, you know, because it just all kind of links in then.
It fits like the whole brand aesthetic like perfectly.
I love
not on purpose, it's just the way it happened, you know.
All the Instagram names were gone, so I just had to pick that one.
I had to have simple
as.
So when did you actually like be like, right, I'm biting the bullet now, I'm going to start doing the prints, I'm gonna start selling them? Like, were you always online, or were you just like family and friends, like just Instagram kind of doing them, and then you moved onto the website, was it?
Yeah, so how it happened was, like, obviously I had gone to art college. I'm like graduated about 4 or 5 years now, and then I didn't have any jobs after that got to do with art or design or that, and I was kind of just doing, like, I worked in the Guinness storehouse, I was in retail and stuff like that. So then when the pandemic happened, I left Guinness, and then I was, you know, everybody had free time. I have an iPad and an Apple Pencil, so started drawing away just for my own benefit, like just out of boredom. And then I started to upload them on like my personal Instagram. But then I was kind of thinking, you know, not everybody's interested in looking at drawings all the time. Or like, so I kind of want to keep the selfies and the drawings separate. So I says I'll make a new Instagram. So that was, I'd say, maybe it was May last year. So May 2020. And then I had no intention of making a small business. I literally just had the page to put up the drawings I was doing during the lockdown. And then after like, I'd say just 2 or 3 weeks, like people started to share it, like my friends, people I worked with and stuff all started to share the posts that I was putting up. And then obviously strangers started to follow me then, and people were getting on to me like, I want to buy this to put it on my wall, or will you draw such a body like me girlfriend, me, or whatever. And I'm like, I didn't even think about this before. Do you know what I mean? Like,
snowballed. Like,
so I was not like kind of nervous, I suppose, or like hesitant, because I didn't know the first thing about like how do you start up a business or whatever. But I just looked into, you know, creating a website and stuff. Like loads of people have like Etsy's or just selling them from their page, like DM them or whatever. But I was like, I'll just do a website and see, like I can always just cancel it, you know, if it doesn't work out. And like it worked out well. Like, and honestly, like if it wasn't for the people I know, like sharing it and all in the beginning, like I never even would have had what I have now. Like, you know?
It's all about support though, isn't it, as well?
Like, and especially like I always say, like I'm real laid back, like business owner, or like, not that I'm not enthusiastic or anything, but like I'm just very lucky that like it worked out the way it did. Like I didn't go in thinking I'm setting up this small like small business and starting from scratch with the page. You know what I mean? Like, do you ever see them pages where kind of the business comes before the Instagram account? So it's hard to get a following, but mine was the opposite way around then. So I kind of had a few followers before I had the page, so it worked out.
It did. Like,
so good.
Loads of people love the prints. Like I know you gave us prints before, and like I was showing my man Lan on, they were like, they're bleeding deadly.
They're so relatable as well. It's like you,
because
like
they're so Irish, like they're so Irish, like.
And it's sometimes they'll do like, you know, like a viral video, like, you know, your man like Celtic and all, like, you know, your man in town.
Love it,
Like,
do you find it hard to find ideas sometimes for prints?
Sometimes, like I'll go through like times where I'm just like, oh, I can't think of anything, and then I'll go like, then I'll have a week or something where I'll have loads of ideas, which means I have pictures that I can put up for the next few weeks, which is good. But as well, like I'll just be out and I'll hear like someone say something and I'm like, that'd be funny, so I just kind of take inspiration from everywhere. Or like some of the prints I have are other people, like my brother came up with one before, like the you know, like the Arnold's get to the shopping instead of like that was my brother's idea, and I was like, oh, I'm taking that on you and all like that. So sometimes when I hear other people say things, I'm like, that's good, I'll use that.
Because like we love them because like obviously we haven't been able to come home during COVID, like so even like with the little like saying, you do miss it, because when you walk over here, you don't talk like the way we talk now, like as such, like depending like especially when you're in an office environment, like so you try to talk like clearer, and we have to talk slower because they can't understand us because we talk so fast. But like they wouldn't understand half of the like sayings. Like I remember like I was saying like, oh, like in me gaff, and they were like, gaff, like what's a gaff, like, or and like that's so when you're seeing prints that kind of like, especially yours, like that are like related to us, or it's like, oh, like it does make you feel like a little bit of home still, like sometimes you forget and you do talk kind of more like non-Irish, like especially when you're
like grocery store and the laundry and all now,
like,
and then you're
like I'm over here over 2 years, like so like sometimes I do catch myself saying, oh, I have to go do my laundry, or I have to go to the grocery store, and then I'm like, if I'm saying it to my man Dan on the phone, they're like, oh, look who's Canadian, she's going to the grocery store. And I'm like, well, I like live day to day, like, do you know what I mean? Like, and I always say I'll never be that person that like
does, like, I'm from Crumlin.
I'm from born and bred Crumlin, hon. Like
I'm going to Shoppo.
I'm going to Shoppo. But no, it is, your prints are so good. Like I love even going onto your website. I'm a bit creep, I'm a little anger. Going onto your website and just looking, like when you put up new posts, because I know you do put up on your Instagram like, oh, there's new prints up on this site, like go and look. And I loved the Father's Day ones. My dad was obsessed. And for anyone who doesn't know, I ordered a Father's Day card off Sarah, and it was the scene out of Snapper where he has like the big huge scissors. What are they called?
Clippers, aren't they? The clippers. I don't know.
And and he's like holding the clippers, and it says red alert, and he's like, Borges. Like, but me and me dad I always used to mess up. Like if my sisters had a boyfriend, we'd always be like behind their back, like, Borges, like
that's so funny.
So when he sent it and he got it, he was like, oh my god, you're gas, like what the fuck, like, and he was, because he didn't know I was sending him a card, because I said I'm not going to send it like Obviously, it would have been weeks before we got it, but you were very good and you sent it just directly.
Yeah, you probably thought that you were back in Ireland.
Yeah, I know, because he rang me.
Stamp on the card.
He rang me, I got your card. Like, the stamp is Ireland.
I was nearly going to walk up, not put a stamp on it, and just walk up to your house and put it in the door.
You should have.
That'd be a bit weird.
Imagine him opening the door being like, you're not my daughter. Like, which daughter are you? But no, we love your prints. They're so funny. I love the Guinness one as well. And it says give over on it.
We always say, like, random just always go, here, young flick, go Bricker, because she got that.
Oh,
but that's it, like, a lot of people don't know them videos, so it's really like hit or miss, you know. And like every time I'd share one like that, I'd probably put up the video on my stories just for context kind of thing. Sometimes it's a bit like risky, like, or it's gas, like some of the ones that I don't necessarily like, people will respond to very well, and then some of the ones that I do like, then people don't respond to it as well, like, so there's really just no way of knowing, like, you know.
I know you love the one, I think I read before, you love the Steve Buscemi DA. I love that one too, but would that not be one of your best sellers?
No, I swear to God, Niamh, one person has bought it, like that particular one.
I'm a few people have bought it now, just to say,
that
like, that's
so
great.
Funny.
No, it's so good. I love it.
Yeah, like a few people have bought the sticker like version of it, but like
by the way,
she actually has
fan
representing.
She has on her phone.
How about my phone?
Yeah, I should look into doing something like little phone covers or something. That'd be cool, because everyone puts stickers on the back anyway.
Exactly, like that's where I was like, oh, like I want to put the sticker somewhere, like I'm gonna see it all the time. Like it's not as if I have like a pencil case around, like, you know, like, you know, when you're in school, you always had like stickers on like your pencil case or whatever. I was like, I'm gonna put it on my phone, but then like some mornings I look at it, I'm like, oh, I'm looking for a bit of Brennan's bread. Like, I know, you can't get bread like that over here. Like it's not the same. Like,
still like, is it like salty or sugary or something bread?
Sugary, like it's not the same. And the slices are about this size, like small ones, little tiny, like the palm of your hand. Like it's like a fucking size of a Jacob's cracker. That it's like that small, like, and then you're like, oh well, I look fat if I make tea with them. But they're literally tiny. But are you gonna bring out more merch? Like, are you gonna expand beyond prints, or is it just like you're just happy with prints like right now?
I'd love like I've often looked into like maybe doing like t-shirts or tote bags, but as I said, I'm like a real hesitant or like laid back business owner, but I just need to get on top of things, like, but in like I've recently got a new job, so this has kind of been like part-time kind of thing, like doing the poxy stuff, but like I miss it then, do you know what I mean? So like I do want to get into doing, I'd say I'd probably start off doing like t-shirts or tote bags, because that's good advertisement as well then, around and see the bags or whatever. And then I don't know, like I do see other kind of designers have like key rings, phone cases,
stuff like, even mugs and stuff like that, or like the coasters and stuff.
Or you could do like mouse mats as well.
Like I like do this all from my bed, like I don't have room in my house to like gas. Like I think some people think that it's this big thing. Like I was getting my nails done by my friend a few weeks ago, and she was talking about this girl that came to get her nails done, and she was saying that she went to NCAD, like she was a year below us or a few years below us, and the girl was saying something like that, oh, like I follow Another Poxy Sarah, she's real good or whatever, and Louise is like, oh, like I know her, like that's my friend or whatever. And she's like, I wonder like if I text her, would she let me like sit in and do an internship and all? It's like, do you not know I literally do it on my bedroom floor, like, you know, I don't even have like a spare room to have as an office, you know, that way.
Oh my God, topping and tailing in the fucking bed.
God, I'm really like calling her out now, sorry if she ever watches this.
It's all fun and games, but no, that's so nice though, like that she'd love to do even an internship, like
one day
when you're in your office, you know who's a call now and you need an extra hand. Exactly,
that's it. But sure, I have me little sister, like, and if I'm really stuck, I'll be like, here,
you to the pace,
and then she's looking at me like, how much are you gonna pay?
She's fucking clever, fair play to her. I like that as well.
Intern at Another Poxy Sarah, they'd be like, what the fuck is that on the CV?
Do you know what? That's good though. At least like she's seeing like how you're doing it. Do you know what I mean? She might do one herself, or is she interested in art or anything?
No, like me ma was real into art when I was younger, so that's where I think my interest comes from. But she's like my sister, like she'd be good at everything she does, you know that way. So she doesn't
Like,
really have that many interests. I don't know, but like she just did the leaving cert and stuff, so she'd be looking at to get a job or go to college. But it's just a horrible time. I feel bad for them all. Like, why would you want to go to college and sit on Zoom calls all the time when you could be in, you know, experiencing it? But hopefully it'll change soon.
Yeah, like because like you need the interaction for college. I think like you need
the fun part as well as
social,
like,
yeah. Because that's what, like, honestly, like that's what I preferred out going to college. As I said, like it was just a real kind of social scene. We'd have mad parties thrown away, different countries and stuff. But without that, then I just don't think it would have been worth it at all.
Yeah, no.
Like I think the course themselves take a backseat to what like you actually go to college for, in a sense. Like I don't remember, like I don't, like when someone says, oh, what was college? Like my first thought is, oh, the social scene, like the friends I made, the place we went. It's not like, oh, well, I did this in my course. Like, do you know that kind of way?
Yeah.
But that's just how I think in anyway. Do you know what I mean? I remember
like when I was in school, like I didn't really want to go to college. Like say in like 4th, 5th year, I was like, oh no, like because I was always obsessed with moving to America because my like loads of my family lived there. So it's like as soon as school's done, fuck crumbling, I'm moving away and all this stuff. And then when everybody started to apply for college, I was kind of like, oh fuck, like maybe this is the right thing to do or whatever. And then applied for it that way then. But I'm glad I did it, obviously, like, you know.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of people like that are obviously going back as mature students and stuff. And I just know like I'm glad that I personally have it out of the way and I don't have to go back there.
And it was something you wanted to do as well, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's it. Like it's something I had interest in, and I didn't like, there's obviously loads of different courses in that college that I didn't know which one I'd go into when I first started, like going kind of general. But yeah, I definitely, like, even if I didn't do digital marketing, like that question you said, like if you were to go back and do something again, if it wasn't digital marketing, it'd probably be the same course, probably just different place, like, you know, or something.
Yeah. I think I actually remember, no, I might sound like an absolute creep even saying this. I think I remember this really random fact about you from when we were in school, and tell me if I'm wrong. No, it's not nothing like bad. But you, I think, had family in America, but were they in Boston?
Yeah, one of them.
Oh my God, see, I remember stupid fucking facts
you have
that
to clarify
don't benefit me in any way. Like, why do I remember that?
But just to clarify that we were in school, in primary school, because it sounds like it's not like 6 years ago. This like
never even said that. Yeah, I know Sarah from primary school. If anyone is wondering, like, I'm not just a big stalker bitch that like
crazy fangirl.
But yeah, why do I remember? Did one of them come over? Like some of your family come over your community or your confirmation or something?
Yeah, so I have an auntie that lives in Boston. She comes every Christmas, and then I have loads more that are in Los Angeles. Then they do come over as well. Like.
I am just like shocked that like I knew this fact and I was like, that's like, no, Sarah Madden has family in Boston in America. Don't know why I remember that, Sarah. Like you could ask me any PPS number and I'd be like, I haven't a fucking clue, but I remember the fact that you have family in Boston. I think I remember them being at a communion or a confirmation, and it was like, I think you told me and you were like, oh, this is me. I think it was your auntie. This is my auntie from Boston or whatever.
But also, just to point out as well, while you're saying about us being in the same class, like your uncle is my dad's friend as well. So like, you know, like Gary.
Oh, like, is he?
Yeah. Oh my God, did you
feel like I'm invading here?
Oh my God, it's a fucking small world. Like, you know, for instance, that has like 5 brothers. Like, so I have to say which one. Like, but that's mad, isn't it?
I thought you knew that. Now I feel like. Literally, like our cousins, they'd be all talking, like his dad be straight over. What's up, Gary?
Oh my God! Oh, that's gas. Jesus, you learn so every day's a skill day. But
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That's your excuse for knowing that creepy fact. But obviously you didn't know.
That's my excuse. We'll go with that. Yeah, I'll cut out the little segments that I said. Like, oh, we'll cut that out and like just pretend I knew. But what was your favorite teacher in primary? Can you actually remember your favorite teacher?
Oh God. I guess like, do you remember Miss Rourke? Was that her name?
Oh yeah. Her dad's a judge. Miss Rourke, her dad's a judge.
Really?
Names come with all the weird facts.
I know stupid facts.
Yeah, you know things about people.
Like, mind you, like if like anything else, it's stupid random facts. Like,
I can be like that sometimes.
But funny you say that, God, I'm really out myself now. But like I seen this post a few months ago, and it was like, you'll always remember like your childhood best friend's phone number, like their house phone. And I text Charlene Doyle, hey Charlene.
Hey Charlene.
And then I literally text her house phone number from years ago. Such a creep. I got it right and all. Yeah, because I used to make up like little songs for them and all.
So you can remember them,
remember them, yeah, because then we only kind of had house phones.
Yeah, and like you'd be like their dad will answer or something. You're like, hey, Charlene, my friend on.
You coming out to play?
That's my. Do you still be in touch with Charlene? Still in touch with Charlene?
Yeah, like she like literally lives around the corner from me. So we'd be chatting and all, like, and then like we have mutual friends and stuff as well, like, so.
Yeah.
So I know there was a few years that lived on the same road. I won't say the name of the road.
Okay, that's fair now.
Oh, she's getting a good show out, isn't she? She's probably, I'm gonna have to text now. You better listen to this.
Fucking listen to the podcast. Like we talked about you.
Yeah, you start talking about everybody, so they all have to listen now.
I know.
Exactly.
Yeah. Do you remember Miss King?
Yeah. She got red hair.
Yeah. Do you remember? No, I don't know if it's just me that remembers this, but when there was a board outside, she used to make us all stop and stand up.
Brent Geese, that's all.
What?
And she used to make us stop because we were right beside Sunday Park, like,
right.
Yeah.
So she used to make us stop and stand up and be like, "This is the Brent Geese," and then tell us all these facts. We'd be like,
"Oh my
God, we don't give a shit." Like they're there all the time. Like,
there was always teachers like that in your school that were literally fruit cakes, like you, like weirdos. Like Miss O'Connell. Do you remember Miss O'Connell?
Yeah, geez, I was afraid of her something terrible.
We had her twice.
Yeah,
she was like
have great memories. I can't remember one teacher's name. Oh my God,
no, she was like the scary teacher, though, wasn't she? Well, she liked it. She was nice to you, but she was like, she'd slam the table and you'd be like, you'd jump, like, yeah, she was a bit.
And she'd have all these like old antiques. Remember, like on the side, she'd have like this like iron, but like John irons from
and
they were shape kind of thing.
She had the heat in the fire.
Yeah, I think it was our ma and dad's. Like that's how old she was. She has all these like.
Yeah, she was quite old. I wonder if she's still alive.
I don't know.
Probably not.
I don't know.
She was old then.
I always think people are older than what they are.
True, yeah. But she was all right though. Which was, she had a museum in our classroom. Like she had like all war hats and all. I remember she had a helmet.
Yeah, we used to try them on as little kids.
Were you?
Well, yeah. Oh my God.
Oh.
Jesus.
But going back to when you were saying there, actually, when you wanted to move abroad, would you ever consider it now? Moving abroad or up and leaving?
I don't know, like, because I have nowhere in particular that I want to go, and I used to always hate like the area and hate Dublin when I was like a teenager. I think everybody kind of goes through that phase, don't they? But now I appreciate it so much more. Like, and I think if I were to move away, I'd probably always come back. But I'd love to go to America, but like the visas, you can't get one. Like there's no chance.
It's so hard to get.
Yeah. So but I was actually supposed to go to America just in the summer. Like I should be there now. I was supposed to go teach at a camp. Like it was like a performing arts camp, but I was going to be like the art counselor. So I was thinking maybe, like, I knew COVID would still be around, but I was thinking it'd be kind of phased out by then. But yeah, it ended up not happening. But like when you have it in your head, like you accept it's not happening, so you're not even disappointed. Like it was like fine either way. But yeah, so maybe like I think if I were to move away, I'd love to go somewhere obviously like English speaking.
Yeah,
come over to Jen, your friend Jen. She's got another show. Hey Jen.
She's gonna listen. I told her I was gonna be on it. Come over, visit over. I was like, a girl I used to go to school with just started a podcast. You should listen, because she was wanting to know obviously all about Toronto before going there, But yeah, like I suppose Irish people, it's either Canada or Australia, isn't it? Like, and like Australia is so far away. I think I wouldn't mind like New Zealand maybe, but sure, that's even further. And they're not letting us in, so
New Zealand's supposed to be nice though. New Zealand's supposed to be lovely. Yeah. I know my cousin, I think, went on, she was over there for a few months and she loved it. Like, I think she was like backpacking on her own or something. Yeah, I'd love to go and visit. Yeah, I'd love to go visit. I don't know if I'd live there. I have cousins in Australia. They love it. Same. Then again, I think you kind of love where you land, kind of. Like, if we landed in Australia, I think we'd learn to love it. Yeah, that's true. I think you land.
Like, before you went to Canada, like, were you dead set, like, for ages? So I'm going Canada, like, or it was just random?
Like, I remember I texted Aaron one night and we were both working retail, and I was like, here, just want to move away. Like, I'm sick of this shit. And he was like, yeah, all right, I'll look at it when I'm up. We'll look at it when we're up the weekend. And then we applied for the visas. We got them in a week, and then like 10 months later we were here. Like it wasn't
yours
like
was real, like almost kind of spontaneous.
Yeah, it was kind of like, it wasn't like right now, like it's in the line somewhere with us. It was very like we were just sick of working retail and we were just like, you know what, fuck that, we're getting out of here. It was very, but then you adjust to it, like you adapt to the idea more. Like we kept putting it, like pushing the date because they give you a deadline when you have to arrive in the country when you get the visa.
Yeah, you have like
and we were kind of like pushing it because we didn't want it to arrive in winter, but we ended up coming in January and it was like one of the worst winters they've seen in years.
Yeah, they always say like it's bad to go when the weather's bad in the place, isn't it?
Yeah, trust me, it was like in my little Duns jacket, like in minus fucking 15, minus 20 degrees, and I'm standing at a bus stop with my little Duns jacket on. No, wasn't ideal. But every winter after that, it's like I've been like, this is grand. Like that.
But like Canada, it does have extreme weather, doesn't it? It's like winter's really cold and summer's really warm.
Summer's
like,
really warm.
Summer's really warm. Like we're all just not used to that. Like even today, like it literally 28 degrees, and I was kind of going like, how are other people able to live in this all the time? But it's just because we're not adjusted to it. Like
you do adjust. Like, but then again, like Ireland don't, like we were saying, Ireland don't have aircon. Like we go in everywhere over here, there's aircon like in summer because they know how hot it gets. It's like Orlando, like when you go to Orlando, like but then again, actually we had a girl on Vancouver and she lives in Vancouver. And in Vancouver they don't have aircon.
I listened to it and I heard her saying that. I was like, that's
so weird. I was like,
but I suppose it is very far away, isn't it, Vancouver?
Yeah, I think it doesn't get as hot there. Like we're here, like April, May-ish, it'll definitely start to like heat up. And then it could go right till October. Like, so it's like a long stretch with like no snow.
Yeah. The seasons over here are very seasoned. Like winter's winter, spring, summer. Like I love autumn over here because I think it's just so gorgeous. Like it's just different. Like it literally looks like you're walking through like some of Gilmore Girls or something. I do feel like I'm living my Gilmore Girl dream in autumn over here. Little trench coat. Yeah, me little hat. Like I'm like, oh, I'm so cute. But it's weird. Like
I think Vancouver is very similar to Ireland because she was like, it rains a lot, so and they're like right on the water as well. Like it's
but if like the other week or a few weeks ago, like the temperatures hit so high, hundreds of people were dying because of the heat. Really? Like people were buying cinema tickets to get into the cinema for the aircon.
Oh my god,
it was like 55 degrees. Like I think like 800 people died of heat.
You're talking like 55 degrees Celsius.
Or
oh my god, that's shocking.
Yeah, because it gets up to 40 over here. Like last week it was 40, something like that, wasn't it? And then there's like heat warnings as well.
Well, there was a tornado up the north.
Yeah,
the weekend, like an actual tornado that went through houses.
And we're like, being from Ireland, it's like nothing bad ever happens here. Like
it's a jolly old little island, like the random flood down the country. That's about it.
Yeah. Do you remember the floods a few years ago? Oh, not was a few years ago. But I remember coming out with Britney Spears concerts in the O2, and I'd lost my phone. And I remember all the buses had stopped because the Liffey had over. Fucking, you want to see me walk through the KCR? And all the fellas were like, oh, there's not rats in this water. I was like, oh my God.
That happened to me as well. I was over in the youth club on Crumlin Road, and like my road, like it must be higher than down the barn, like kind of thing. And when I came out, like we went in and it was up to our ankles, and came out and I swear like it was up to me waist, and we had to swim, like, and we were all having I remember at the time there was like an election, so there was all like signs up, and everyone was like ripping down the signs and like using them as surfboards, and then came in, and my ma was like, were you swimming in that? Because like obviously beside the canal, and all, she's like, that'd be full of rats. I was like, no.
Yeah, no, disgusting. Like, but the weather's so unpredictable. Like Ireland does, like, as you can see, like it floods a lot though. It doesn't flood here.
I remember when that happened, there was like pictures going around of someone in a canoe going down the barn.
I well believe it as well.
The
Irish don't give a shit. I missed that though. The Irish literally don't give a shit. Like
and like because it doesn't happen too often, it's like it's fun. Do you know what I mean? I don't know, like it's fun of everything. Even like with the warm weather, like we're so much more appreciative of it because we don't get it a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
So it makes it better then. Like everyone, I just love Dublin when the sun's out because everyone's buzzing.
Yeah, everyone's in good form.
You know. So.
And even when it snows in Dublin, like, because we used to not get like big snowstorms, but then over here it's just like, oh yeah, it's snowing. Like go on with your life, like trekking
it's like
through to
Ireland
go
shuts down. Like everything closes, and then you're out in the park on a bin lid or something.
Yeah. But I miss
it.
that because it's like over here, then everyone's just back to normal and they're leaving, shoveling it out of the way.
Yeah.
It's like, no,
It's like no, like if the snow's up to your hip, like things still go. Like you make your way to work. Like there's
get your boots on.
And I used to be like, geez, I remember when in Ireland, even if we were in like school, I'd be like, one flake and I'm not going in.
Yeah.
Like, one fucking flake and I am not going in. Over here, it's like no, there's no excuse. Like you just have to fucking get on with it. Like, but yeah, I don't know. The weather's so weird, but I do miss Ireland. I miss Irish weather though. I think you appreciate like what you said, like the good weather and then the snowy kind of weather more than over here, because it's just a ticking time bomb over here. Like you'd be like, oh, it's gonna snow. It's winter.
But at least you have like, you know, that's gonna happen, because it's just I don't really like it being unpredictable. It's like, should I bring a jacket or not? Should I bring an umbrella or not? Like it's literally a daily, hourly thing like that changes. But we should be used to it now. But Irish people just moan about the weather all the time.
Oh, absolutely. They're never happy with it.
The jackets without the hoods. Like, when are we going to learn? Like, we still don't have the hoods.
Jackets without the hoods. Yeah. So, oh my! I don't think I actually own a jacket without hoods. I never mind. I actually do. Thinking of it now. Like, you know, the bomber jackets.
Yeah, loads of them.
Yeah, but I don't think I've ever wore it over here. Because it's so extreme. It's either like spring and autumn over here are like so short. They're only like a few weeks, like not even. Like it's literally summer and then autumn for like 2-3 weeks, and then it's winter. Like,
yeah, so you get your snow boots in.
Yeah, that's good though.
Snow boots, you do feel like you're going on a fucking voyage, like fucking things on your feet to go down the road.
Coming out your feet.
Oh my god, stop. But Sarah, thanks so much for popping on. We had such a laugh talking. It was actually nice to talk to you. I can't remember last time I actually like no, I'm not gonna say face to face, but like not through text.
I know, yeah, it's nice, even like through the pandemic anyways, like it's nice to just talk to people, do you know what I mean? Like, rather than just on your phone all the time.
I know, we're all big tech heads now.
Glued to your phone.
Yeah, exactly. But that's
all I ever do. Just scrolling away.
It's taken over, I think, everyone's lives. Like we were saying in another podcast we done yesterday, we were interviewing as well yesterday, and we were saying like TikTok, like you don't even Google stuff anymore. Like you want to know how to do something, you'll probably find there's someone doing it on TikTok. Yeah. Like that's actually going to show you how to do it instead of Google, like giving you the written.
Okay, yeah, just search it on TikTok.
Yeah. Good. TikTok's the new Google.
Well, that's what we're promoting. Such a hater. Like I was like, remember before like lockdown, like, no, that's for kids. And then I was so bored. I'm like, yeah, this is great.
Yeah. Now we all got stuck in, and the fucking songs. Like I kind of missed the first week of COVID though. Like not the disease that people are dying, but like, you know, when everything kind of locked down, everyone was like, oh, 2 weeks. Everyone has like 2 weeks.
Oh, like, great, wasn't it? Like the novelty of it, and like you're watching all the films you wanted to watch and doing this, doing that.
Yeah, baking your banana bread, like doing all your creative stuff, and then it just went on and on.
It's now, like, honestly, like I still can't believe it sometimes. I'm like, this is so surreal. Like, I'm not trying to be dramatic or anything, but it's just like we'll talk about this in years, and like
we're part of the history books now. Yeah, like when we were like there would be a chapter in history books that's like, oh, the pandemic.
Yeah,
and we're going to be one of those fuckers that survived. Like,
yeah, it'd probably just be about one sentence in the book, and we'd be like, no. Last much longer than that.
We'll be sticking on the film. Do you ever see the film? Is it Contagion? Sticking on that and be like, that's what I went through. Showing your kids.
It really is. I remember I watched that before Corona. It was only like a few months before Corona was even a thing, and I was like, like, did you see them on public transport and they're all vomiting on it? That's disgusting. Yeah. And then we got coronavirus. That was my one fear, was being on public transport, because obviously we have subways over here and like buses, like, and I was like, no, can't do it, because I'm a germaphobe. Like I was like, no, can't do it, cannot do it. Like, but I don't mind people saying 6 feet apart and wear a mask near me. Like I'm like,
just continue it on now for life. But that'll be a thing. Like some things will keep on. Like, you know,
definitely. Yeah,
I hope they do. Well, to a certain degree, like, you know, like I hope everywhere like opens and comes back to normal, but like keep your fucking distance from me. Like I don't want you like breathing down my neck.
Yeah, personal space.
It's not because you're afraid of COVID, it's just I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah, like I'm not going to be angry like if they keep, I know they won't, but the cinemas, you know, when you were going to the cinema, I think we opened for like 2-3 weeks last summer.
The whole like circle around you was empty.
Like, it's Same for us now. Like that's one of the only things open indoors. Like, and the whole row behind, back, that side.
I love that.
Great.
I love that. Like I used to hate going to cinema now, and it was gonna be jam packed, and you were sitting beside a stranger, and
you're like, who gets the elbow on the
who gets? I was here first. Like you'd be like, I'm claiming this armrest.
They pick up your drink, that drink. Whoa.
Or you'd hate if, like, you know, there was loads of people in the seat and like they claimed the wrong cup holder. You ever have this issue? And you're like, I have like nowhere to put my cup. You don't want to ask them, like, you have the wrong cup holder. So you're just like holding your drink for like the whole fucking cinema. Your hand just be frozen because you're holding it the whole time. So I remember I was inside the fella cinema before, and he was the loudest breeder in the world. No, I'm not. I couldn't even concentrate on the film. Couldn't even tell you what film I went to see. He was the loudest breeder, and I knew Aaron could see I was getting so pissed off because he was like, like howdy. And it was one of the, you know, in the Dublin cinemas where there's like the stairs, like when not the stairs, there's the stairs, but you come out like the tunnel.
Yeah.
But you notice the chairs that are behind the tunnel, so if you can look down. It was them 3 seats, and me and Aaron were on the edge, and he had to book the inside seat. Didn't he? Like he had to. So, and he's breathing down. I can literally feel his breath. Like, and I'm like, oh my god. And
I would have moved.
There was nowhere to move. The cinema was like completely like. I was like, if that was me going to cinema on my own, I would be like, no, that's a couple. I'm not sitting inside of the wall.
Yeah.
Like with the.
Well, he wants to see the film as well.
Yeah, well, go a different time or a different day. Like I sit on the fucking stairs. Like, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, on the stairs.
I don't care. That was such a bad experience. Like never. I don't even know if I'm getting on this fucking tangent.
Like,
I'm sorry.
is he even aware that he's a heavy breeder kind of thing? I don't know. Like,
I know. Like I'm like blow your nose. I do something. Like, oh my god, I felt like pulling his popcorn over his head. Like, I'm like, oh my god. Like, don't even know how I sat there. Like, usually I should have probably just got up and been like, I can't, because I was more pissed off. I was like, no, he's gonna blow his nose any minute now. He's gonna blow his nose. He's gonna clear that airway so he's not breathing like fucking he's on death's door. It was like he was taking his last breath. He was like,
it probably was his dying wish to go see that film.
I was like, oh my god. That's
terrible. Yeah, sure. Talk about
and I'm like fucking breathing.
Probably had to bleed the film. Oh, what is that? Like a oxygen mask in his pocket or something. You were just trying to enjoy a nice movie. Like
you're bringing it down this sinister way now. I'm not fucking saying. I'm just saying he was a normal fella who was a heavy breeder, and that's that. Like there was no medical involved. No, because I'm gonna feel terrible now after that.
It's your own problem.
I know. I don't know why I got on that tangent. See, this
that was gas. You're like, it was nice to talk to you, and we're talking.
And I'm going on about tangent about fella that breathes not heavy.
Yeah, I just sit here and talk all day. I just talk for Ireland. I would, you know.
Yeah,
I'm sure you do the same.
That's why we record it, Sarah, because we actually we can't actually get sentences out with each other. When I go to English, she comes to me, we're literally talking over each other the whole time and jumping from topics. Like, so when we have something planned or planning, so we can never like execute it with the way we want because we jump from topics. It's ridiculous. Have you seen the last reel we put up? It's Amy made it was literally me saying about 4 sentences in one sentence. Like I'm jumping. I'm talking about oxygen and air. It was so stupid. And I texted Amy. I was like, "What was that? What were we talking about?" She was like, "Neve, I don't fucking know what we were talking about." That's why I made it a reel, because you couldn't get whatever you were trying to say out in the way you wanted it because you were jumping for about 4 topics.
Like funny.
Seeing the inside of your brain just come out, it's just all splurt.
Yeah. And like it's not even as bad when we're like talking to someone over Zoom. It's worse when we're
just the two of us.
When it's the two of us, like, because then we have to try, or we're even doing a podcast, we're like, no, like we have to try to stay on topic or slow it down, because like I'd be sometimes sitting there and she's talking and I'm completely confused what she's talking about because I was thinking about something completely different. Like, and then we'd be like, right, can we even use this episode? Because I don't even think we made sense once of what we were saying.
Like, fucking be grand.
But that's what people want to hear, isn't it? Really, it's just like people just having a laugh and talking shite.
Well,
easy combo.
Easy combo. I can't remember the last time I said the word combo. Yeah. See, this is what I mean, like stupid fucking like this. Like, Sarah, thanks so much. Before I go on another tangent about all night. Fucking man breed. I'd be here to bleed. He's like, here, it's Saturday, I have things to do, I'm going out tonight. And I'm like, no, yeah, man, that's the heavy breeder.
Me sitting here fucking sweltering.
She's like, it's 28 degrees, she's talking about some man. But Sarah, thanks so much for popping on. We hope you'll pop on again. No, we'll definitely have you on again, especially if you do merch and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You can show it off.
A lot of pressure now. I better start something now.
I'll be texting you now next week being like, here, what's the plan?
When are you having it ready?
Yeah, when are you having it ready? We need a deadline.
Yeah. And here, before I go as well, I wanted to say that, do you remember when you did the last podcast and showed me prints and stuff and I gave you the discount?
Yeah.
Like, I never took that off. So if anybody wants to use that still,
amazing.
it's Weird Girls, like all small caps, 15%.
Perfect. We'll leave a link to our website and everything down
we'll
below.
leave everything down below. Thanks so much, because we'd actually never even asked, like,
yeah,
is it expiring? We never even asked.
I don't know, like you can obviously set them up to expire, but I was just like, I'll just leave it and see.
I'm happy because like, we do know loads about, like, especially Irish people over here, like that's why we're happy to promote the prints as well, because who the fuck doesn't want them? Like, do you know what I mean? I'm definitely going to order more because I want to do like a gallery wall in my hall, and I want like loads of your prints because I have the ones. I just have to get frames for them, so I'm going to get more and like have like a little Irish gallery wall at my front door. I'll send you a photo when it's done. It probably won't be done for about 2 years because I'm a procrastinator, but when it is done, we'll send you a photo. But we'll definitely
if I do the merch, you have to do the wall.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the deal.
Exactly.
It's on the podcast now, so that's I can't back out.
Variable contractor.
But Sarah, thanks so much. Have a lovely evening in Dublin. I hope you don't swelter too much and
enjoy the sun though while it lasts.
Yeah, you too. You enjoy the rest of your day. So you have a few more hours.
Yeah, I know. I need to go probably get a coffee, but I think I'm talking 10 miles an hour. You
don't need one.
Right. Sarah,
thanks
have
so
a good
much.
one.
No worries. Thanks again.
Bye.
So we hope you enjoyed that episode with Another Poxy Sarah, and make sure you check out our website and our Instagram will be linked below if you're watching on YouTube, or if you're listening on audio, it's just at Another Poxy Sarah. So we just want to say thanks so much, Sarah, for coming on, and we really enjoyed it.
And just before we go, there is a discount code for anyone who does want to go on and check out Sarah's prints. The discount code will be found below as well, but I'll pop it up here. It is Weird Girls Club 15 for 15% off. So if you want to go check it out, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, put the belly thing on, and let us know if you like the episode. And if you're listening on audio, follow us on Spotify, follow us on Apple, even leave a review if you want, and of course head over to our Instagram to stay up to date on all our uploads. It's at the Weird Girls Club, and we'll see you next week. Bye.